For the first time in ages, I wake up and don't hate it. I guess I found some peace. Through the day to the evening, without shouting and screaming, something new to me. Alone without being lonely.
Hello friends, and welcome back to my channel. Also, if you are new, welcome. My name is Cambria and we are doing 2 days to completely reset my house. This is something that definitely takes 2 days, especially doing all the bedding in the house. But it always feels good to get every bed stripped and really fresh and clean. I'm starting out in the boys' room. You guys know I don't come in here all the time, but every once in a while, I do like to come in here and just completely strip the room, get it cleaned, all the things. I feel like I'm very in between, like the two type of parents, the ones that are like cleaning their kids' rooms all the time, and the parents that are like, nope, not my responsibility. You got to teach your kids to do it. Parent. I like my kids to clean their rooms 99% of the time. But every once in a while, I like to come in here and just give it a mommy refresh is how I like to say it. And just go through, strip the beds. I'll clean up around and pick up the toys and everything like that. And today, I actually wanted to clean this rug. So I did learn though, this is a washable rug. I say that as I do the little like bunny ears with my fingers because I have to say, I don't think unless you had an industrial size washing machine, you can truly get this rug cleaned in a washing machine. I still like it because it cleans up really well with the carpet shampooer or if I'm using my Full-X spray. But this being the first time I ever put it in my washing machine, it did not wash really well and it definitely didn't fully dry. I ended up laying it back out still damp and just turned their fan on and let it air dry the rest of the way.
No matter what I do, I ain't over you.
Call my line if you're free tonight. Apple eye, you're the one this time. Override, always on my mind. Not alone, you're here with me. Call my line if you're free tonight. Apple eye, you're the one.
I did have Xander come in and help me with this though. That way I could just lightly lift up the furniture and he pulled it out as we were going. There was no way I was going to be able to do this myself. So it was very helpful to have him come in and just help me with this little bit as well. The kids are great at helping out around the house. I know I say this often, but if you're new here, you may not know. My kids aren't often in my videos and I like to tell people it's purely just because this is my channel, but trust me, my kids are great little helpers. They help me out around the house all the time. You just don't often see it. Xander is my oldest though. He is 11. He's going to be 12 in September, which is insane. But then I have Bjorn who is 8. He's going to be 9 in September. And then Freya is 3. But turning 4 in August. And then obviously I am pregnant right now with baby number 4 due in October. We'll see. We'll see if it's a October baby or another September baby. I'm really good at having October babies turn into September babies. Both Xander and Bjorn were supposed to be October babies. So we'll see how this one plays out as well. Also, don't mind if I sound out of breath because I'm definitely at that point in pregnancy where it does not take much and just talking a lot sometimes gets me out of breath. But I moved into the 4th bedroom. That way I could really wash this rug. This rug was originally in the room that Grandma was staying in. So since she had the cats and stuff, I really wanted to give this rug a really, really thorough cleaning. And then I was super excited to put the crib together. So you're going to see that here in a little bit. I found this on Facebook Marketplace. It was such a steal and I think it is so, so pretty. I love thrifting baby stuff because so many baby items are in such good shape, especially if it's a parent that's only had like one kid or something, and you can get it at such a better price than buying it brand new off of any of the stores or Amazon or anything like that. So I have been keeping my eye out for all the baby stuff that I'm interested in on Facebook Marketplace. And I figure if I can't find it before baby gets here, I can buy it afterwards. But I am all about saving a little bit of money.
Just burning through your memories, losing all your beauty sleep. There's lightning in your eyes, obsession and a lie. You gotta cover it up. Paranoid, terrified, but you won't tell me why. I'm trying to figure it out. Get rid of all your doubt, babe. You're conflicted. Got my suspicions that you don't wanna lose this feeling. Trying to be heartless, but I know you don't mean it. Yeah, you don't wanna lose this feeling.
So I bought this crib off of Facebook Marketplace. So with that, I have no instructions. It doesn't look that hard to put together though. So we just gotta figure out how it goes together. Because I got hardware and I have pieces, but no instructions. Don't sleep on Facebook Marketplace, especially for baby stuff like this. You know that they're not gonna be in there here that long. So I'm not looking to spend hundreds of dollars on a crib that my kids never lasted more than a year in. Well, I shouldn't say that. Some last about 18 months. So I got this for $90 on Facebook Marketplace, but I gotta put it together.
You don't wanna lose this feeling. You're conflicted. Got my suspicions that you don't wanna lose this feeling. Trying to be heartless, but I know you don't mean it. Yeah, you don't wanna lose this feeling. Yeah, you don't wanna lose this feeling. You don't wanna lose this.
Xander really wanted to help me put this together, which was really nice. Luckily, it was super easy to put together and figure out. I was a little bit nervous because there wasn't any instructions, but it was a pretty simple process. Xander's usually pretty good at helping out with anything as long as I let him use the tools. He loves learning different tools and things like that. So I was just kind of like finger tightening all the screws and then letting him go in and tighten everything else up. Also, when it comes to the mattress, we actually still have the mattress from Freya because it was one of those breathable Newton mattresses, and I loved this mattress so much. They are a little bit more pricey, but I definitely think if you know you want something that's easy to clean and durable and you can save it from one kid to the next, it's definitely worth the investment. Bobby, though, was just putting up the artwork for this room. A couple videos back, I showed 2 artwork pieces that I got from Meta Metal Prints, and the one we put in our laundry room. But this one, I knew I wanted to go in the nursery. So Bobby was putting that up for me. I love the way it looks. And I'm really taking this room slowly. I don't want to overdo it or have it be too crazy. And honestly, I love the simplicity of this room. This artwork gives it some pop to it. And then I kind of feel like once baby's born and we know the gender, we can kind of jazz it up however we want without going too crazy beforehand. I've definitely learned from multiple kids that you don't need to go as crazy and spend like all your money on the baby because it's really easy to do, but definitely not necessary. So I love that piece of artwork though. How pretty is that? Absolutely in love with it. Moving into Freya's room, doing the exact same thing I did in the boys' room, though. She is also, I know she's only 3, but she is so good at keeping her room clean. Now, I'm not saying, like, she will clean it on her own, but if I ask her to go clean her room, she is, like, for a 3-year-old, really, really good at it. But once again, if I'm coming in here, I just handle it. And I knew I wanted to get all the kids' beds washed on this day. I can never do the kids' beds and our bed though, because if I'm doing a thorough washing of all the bedding where it's like sheets, mattress protectors, comforters, all of that, it's enough loads that I just can't get it all done in one day. So this day I was purely focusing on just the kids' rooms. But like I said, this was 2 days to get the entire house completely cleaned and reset for the week. All right, so I need your guys' help though, and especially if someone does this professionally or has had it done professionally, know how to do it. Ever since we got the new shutters on the house and did all the exterior, I feel like the brick on the house needs a good cleaning, and like there's a white film, almost like a calcium buildup on the brick. I've tried power washing the house and it really doesn't do anything. So I'm trying to decide how to clean it. And unfortunately, when I look it up from like professional cleaners, they always say they spray on the cleaner and then power wash it off or spray it off, but they never actually say what cleaners they are using. So I'm trying to figure out, I might do some test swatches and figure out what works best. But after doing so much to the exterior of the house and it's starting to look so good, I really want to give the brick just like a freshening up. And I know with us living so close to the ocean, getting that like salty film on stuff is pretty common. So trying to figure out how to clean my brick. If you've had it done before or you know someone that does it and you can ask what they use to clean brick, and preferably not acid. I have heard of acid washing brick. I don't think that is something that I am comfortable doing, especially at 23 weeks pregnant. So something a little less harsh on the chemical side would be preferred. But yeah, I've been researching it. I'm hoping to find something because I really don't want to pay to get it done. I'd like to do it myself. But at the same time, if I have to, I may just have to call someone to come out and do it. Otherwise, these professionals online need to start giving us the like what they're using to clean, because I really want to do it, but I don't know what stuff to use. And I know you also have to be so careful with mixing chemicals. So yeah, would love your guys' help in the comments. If you know, tell me, because this is the next thing on my to-do list. Really would like to get done before baby comes, and I don't know. I just have all these things in my head of things that I want to get done and get moving, and that is definitely one of them. So we were just kind of moving stuff around in this room, trying to figure out how it would fit best. I knew I wanted this chair in this room, though, as a big reason we got this chair is I thought it would be perfect for this room. As you can see, Freya really likes the baby bed. Every time she's pretty much goes in this bed like every day since I've had it set up. So I'm just waiting for the day that I wake up and find Freya and the baby in the crib. Luckily, I know the baby's going to be in our room for the first couple of months. So even if it happens, it wouldn't be a huge, huge deal. But yeah, I love how it's looking so far. Definitely let me know in the comments below what you would do to change up this room. But I'm kind of liking the simplicity of it. Now, into the sunroom. Sunroom is always extremely dirty because it goes out to the backyard and out to the pool area. So there's constantly stuff being tracked in and out of the house. Plus, this is the dog's favorite room to be in. If I know people always ask like where Bailey is, and usually when I'm filming, he's in this room sleeping. He loves it out here. And then we also keep their food out here, the birds' food out here, everything out here. So it definitely needed a really good cleaning because there was fur and dust and everything everywhere. And as you can see, even dog food that they knocked out of their bowls. And they're spoiled, so they will not eat the dog food off the floor. So if they knock it out of their bowls, they're not eating it. So we just cut Xander's hair the other day. So Xander's hair is very much like mine, where it's like super thick. So and it grows really fast. So he needs a haircut every couple of weeks just to like keep it tame. And he's also the kid that like wants it clean cut and everything. Bjorn's my little bit more of a wild child. He likes having color in his hair and long hair and everything. Well, when I was giving Xander a haircut, we asked Bjorn obviously if he wanted his haircut, and he said no. He really wants to try growing his hair out. He said he wants to be able to flip his hair, like fling it out of his face. So I told him, because it's summer break, that I would allow him to grow it out and see what he thinks. Usually once it gets to a certain length, he wants it cut because it's like just in his eyes all the time. But I gave him the freedom. I am definitely that parent where I'm like, it's just hair. Like, if they want to color it, I'm okay with it. If they want to cut it, I'm okay with it. Just as long as they maintain it. That is my biggest thing, is them just having maintenance. But it's funny between the two boys that their personalities are so different. Like, it's funny how kids can come from the same parents, so same upbringing, same everything, yet still be completely different people. Obviously, I know they can be different, but it's just interesting as parents to actually see this. I was quickly, though, cleaning out the vacuum. I was noticing when I was vacuuming with it that it just sounded funny and wasn't working as well, and usually that's my sign that the filters and everything need a really good cleaning. I know cleaning tools need to be cleaned regularly, but man, I hate cleaning my vacuum because then I know I've got 2 days that I'm not going to use it because I like to make sure it is really thoroughly dried. I know usually it says wait 24 hours, but I almost always wait a full 48.
Can you say you miss me too? 'Cause I think I'm still in love with you. Just gotta say it, get it off of my chest. Even if it's something that I'll probably regret. I've fallen way too deep. Don't pay me, please.
Also, don't forget to switch over your laundry. Whenever I'm doing bedding days, I have to set a timer, because if I'm going to get it all done on this day and the bed's made before the kids go back to bed at night, I have to stay on top of it. So here's your reminder, if you have stuff in your washing machine, to go and switch it over. And then I'm just quickly cleaning off these glass doors. I should clean these glass doors every single day because they get so filthy. But realistically, I don't. I do a couple times a week, and that's about it. But yeah, between the dogs and Freya, because when she opens the door, she uses 2 hands and full on palm all the way across the glass. And yeah, they're just always dirty. So it does feel nice when I can get them really, really clean and them looking all good again. I did decide though, and you're going to see that here in a second, that after moving the chair that was in here to the nursery, that this room just felt a little empty and our family room felt a little full. So I ended up grabbing, here it is, the chair from the family room and bring it out here. Let me know what you think. I think it looks really nice out here, and it just kind of opened up the family room a little bit. So really like the way that turned out.
Can you say you miss me too? 'Cause I think I'm still in love with you. With you. With you. With you. 'Cause I think I'm still in love with you.
All the right words.
If you are ever feeling discouraged from cleaning, I highly recommend taking before and after shots on your phone. It always just feels so good to actually see how much got done, especially since like cleaning, especially as a mom, is a never ending task. And I know it can really be like something you dread because it's like, why do I do it? It's literally going to be messy in the next 30 minutes. But I have learned it is so much better to take the time and do the little tasks. That way I'm never crazy overwhelmed with stuff to get done in the house. And I am also someone, if you're new here, that I don't love cleaning, which I know is crazy. I have a cleaning channel and I tell you I don't love cleaning. I don't. I do this because, one, you guys motivate me. Like knowing, okay, also how cute is this? Before I could get the after shot, because I made Bjorn's bed and then it was like 30 to 45 minutes later that Xander's bed was done, so I made his. The kids were playing outside in the pool all day, and Bjorn had passed out. So yeah, that after shot wasn't as clean of a shot as normal because he was completely zonked. But by all means, sorry, I got distracted. I don't love cleaning. So making these videos, one, motivates me to get so much more done. But also, I have learned that little tasks today make it that I never have big projects down the road. So that is always my goal, is to constantly be doing little stuff. That way I'm never overwhelmed with the big stuff. And definitely it has taken me years to like really get down these routines, and I'm still learning and I'm still not great at it. But years of getting down the routines, decluttering. Y'all know I'm not a minimalist, but I have learned that the less you have, the easier it is to maintain your house. So it does encourage me to declutter the things that I don't need anymore to make my life easier.
Wanna get away from this. I'm trying to find myself in this difficult world. 찾으려 해봤자 좀 소용없음. Gotta be motivated, gotta be loved. 내일의 주변 사람들이 말하지. But I need my space, my life, and I'm ready now. I really think it's my time. I've been waiting patiently. 다시 내 지친 모습 거울에 보면 얼마나 더 클 수 있을까? 끝이 보이지 않아. 미라지 보는 곳에 향해.
As you guys can see, this is the next day. I'd love to say the last clip of me in the laundry room, I was done for the night, but it was not. I still had at least 2 loads to switch over of laundry that night. I just stopped filming it, but I did relax for the night. You guys know I don't love cleaning at night. At night is family time, so I don't mind waking up in the morning before everyone else is up. I'm usually up anyway to tackle the mess from the night before. So that's what I'm doing here. Kitchen is a little chaotic, and it usually is every morning, just because at night, these are the times that I really just want to hang out with the kids and Bobby and just have our family time. Like I said, I'm more of a morning person, and especially in the summer, like the kids will sleep till like noon if I let them. I usually don't let them sleep till past 11, but if I let them sleep, they would sleep till like noon. Bobby doesn't sleep in that late, but he definitely stays up later than I do, which actually works out well because Freya is still really bad at sleeping through the night. So he'll like take care of her a lot in the middle of the night. And then I am not a morning person per se. I'm still definitely one of those people that like, I may be up, but don't talk to me right away. Give me an hour to actually like be awake, because right now I am moving and my eyes are open, but my brain is not 100%. But I'm still up usually well before everyone else in the house. So I have time to get up, either sit outside by the pool and catch up on some reading or some YouTube videos or whatever, or sit on the couch and watch a TV show and then start cleaning and people are still in bed. So I like doing this type of stuff in the morning. I also usually have way more energy in the morning than later in the afternoon to evening. Like that's when I'm just done. I'm down for the count. I just want to relax and not have the chaos of dealing with the kitchen or anything like that.
Here's my echolocation, my sonar checking. Searching for oasis, searching for oasis, searching for oasis, searching for haven. Tell me, do you feel the same? Here's my echolocation, my sonar checking. Searching for oasis, searching for oasis, searching for oasis, searching for haven. Tell me, do you feel the same? Here's my echo.
That's why I always say though, like these videos are so motivating, but you really have to figure out what works for you. How many of you guys used to watch Joanna Thornton? Loved her videos. She still, I think, posts, I don't know, she has not posted in a really, really long time. But I always loved her stuff. But that girl, she was always cleaning till like 2 a.m. She was a night owl. She got so much done in the evening. And it was super like motivating and impressive. But at the same time, I was like, girl, I could never. Like, especially once the sun's down, I want to be in bed. I want to be watching my favorite TV show, and I want to be relaxing. But it just really shows you that everyone's a little bit different, because I also know people that do not want to wake up at 7 in the morning and start cleaning right away in the morning. And that's just something that works really well for me. I also don't like cleaning like hours and hours on end. So if you see someone that said they cleaned for 6 hours straight, I'm never going to clean for 6 hours straight. Like I said before, I don't love to clean. And I know it may seem like I'm cleaning like a lot in these videos, but that's because I cut out all the breaks and all the time that I go and play with the kids and play with the animals and relax and have me time. So figuring out a routine is very important, but don't feel like your routine has to look like anyone else's routine. Like there is no right or wrong way. You just need to figure out what works for you and what works for your family.
Remember, keep walking your way. Don't look back. 나만의 길이야. Even when you fall, don't look back. 사실은 말이야. Nobody knows. Nobody knows. 'Cause it's only yours.
Also, once again, I apologize because I know I still sound like garbage between being out of breath all the time from being pregnant, but also being sick. Oh, man, it was over a week ago now, but I'm still so stuffed up. I know I just sound so nasally, and I apologize for that because it is obnoxious. I don't know what it is about this stuffy nose that will not go away at all. But we had groceries delivered. I love Walmart delivery. I know some people are like, nope, can't do it. I love it. As a busy mom with 3 kids, the last thing I want to do is go to the grocery store. And you guys know, if you go to the grocery store and bring your kids along with you, like, there's no way you're sticking to a list. So I have learned that I actually save so much money using Walmart delivery compared to like going and actually shopping in person, because I can actually stick to the list. Now, today's grocery order was a snack restock because it's summertime and snacks are a must in our house. I buy individual snacks, and I've gotten to where I do that because I know they're more expensive when you get the individual bag chips and things like that. However, I have learned with my kids it actually saves us money, because if I buy a big thing of whatever, Oreos, Cheetos, whatever snacks I want in the house, if I buy a big bag of it, it's gone in a day because the portion control just isn't as well done by the kids. They just grab it and demolish it. So I've learned by buying these individual bags, even though the upfront cost is a little bit more expensive, it actually turns out to be cheaper in the long run for us. And I'm like, yes, you can have some, but just one bag. Don't go eating a bunch of bags of it. And yes, it ends up working really well for us. So if you're ever struggling with snacks, that is definitely something that I would maybe try in your house, because I've definitely learned that it works a lot better for us. One of these days coming up soon, I have to reorganize this pantry though. The pantry and my fridge is something that I try to go through. My fridge I go through at least once a month. And my pantry, I'd like to go through it about once a month, but realistically it's probably once every couple of months. But I try and stay on top of them, and this has definitely gotten a little out of control. This bottom section, pretty good. I've always made that this is the snack section for the kids, plus I keep some like bread items and stuff down here. And I don't worry about having it perfectly organized. The thing is, I can put all this stuff in here super organized, but in a matter of minutes, once the kids realize I have bought snacks, they're going to go through it and it's going to be unorganized again. So I just have these bins. I put them in somewhat by category, but I don't stress out too much about it. But I do know all the other shelves on the pantry are definitely at that point where I need to go through and just give it a quick once over. The nice thing is if you stay on top of it, realistically, it should only take me about 10 to 15 minutes to reorganize that pantry. But it's also always getting the motivation to actually start it. It's funny because I'm saying this out loud and I know it won't take me long, but still that like motivation to actually do it is always a little bit harder to come by.
Shame on me for trusting a liar with my heart. Shame on you for mindlessly tearing it apart. All out of me, you're all out of me. I'm finally free, it's all good. Make believe, it's all that it was right from the start.
Also, how is your guys' summer break going so far? Are you guys surviving? Have you done anything fun on summer break yet? Curious of all the things. I think for the most part, at least in the States, I think everyone is finally out of school. I think so. If you're not, let me know in the comments below. We have been out now for a couple weeks, which is great because we've got our routine down. You guys hear me talk about that regularly when we go like back to school or into summer break, that it always takes me a couple weeks to just get the routine figured out. I love having the kids home, but there is always that 1 to 2 weeks of really figuring everything out and getting it all back in order. Also, how much is this aftershot so relaxing? I love a clean kitchen. This is why I love cleaning my kitchen in the morning. I'm sure I would love waking up to it clean also, but doing it first thing in the morning always feels so good to just have it completely reset. But at this point, Bobby was up, the kids were up, so I moved into our room because I knew, just like the day before, I wanted to go through and completely strip our bed, and that include the blankets, the comforters, the sheets, everything. And with us having a king size bed, it pretty much takes the same amount of time that it takes me to clean the 3 twin size beds takes me to do our 1 king size bed. Now, the other reason is we actually have 2 comforters on our bed. One is a super thin one that I really like because I'm a hot box. I have always been a hot box, but then you put me pregnant and I am very much a hot box, but I need to sleep with something. I need the weight of a sheet, a thin blanket, something like that, where Bobby is always cold. So I know people always ask like why we have so many blankets on our bed, and it is honestly purely just to try and make it that I'm comfortable and he is comfortable because we sleep so like polar opposite. These clothes were actually cleaned the day before also. I just had not gotten to putting them away, so I am just quickly organizing them out. So when it comes to laundry, now that the boys are older, we are teaching them how to do their own laundry. So they each have a dirty laundry basket. Once it's full, they take it to the laundry room. And Bjorn, I still help him just to make sure he is using the correct cleaning stuff in cleaning solutions in the washing machine and the right amount of stuff. But teaching them how to do theirs. So they will wash, then transfer it over to the dryer and put their clothes away. So the main stuff I focus on is obviously towels and things in the house, Bobby's clothes, my clothes, and Freya's clothes. But the other nice thing is Bobby has always put away his own clothing. Like for as long as we've been married, I will wash it, but usually I just put it back in the laundry basket and he puts all of his stuff away. And that's just always how we've done it. And it works out really, really well for us. It wouldn't make sense to do our clothes separately, but it is nice. Just those little things. It's not hard to put away clothes, but if you are like me and you are someone that does not love doing laundry, the little things like teaching your kids to do their own laundry or Bobby just putting away his own clothes definitely takes a big like weight off of my shoulders. Oh, I also got a message from one of you guys the other day that had gotten one of these water air purifiers that I had recommended and was asking how I clean them out. So I have like a little bottle brush here. Yeah, that's what I'm got right here. And that's how I clean out the center piece. It's a little bit smaller than an actual bottle brush though. I don't even remember where I got that, but that's what I use, and it always works out really, really well because you will notice a buildup on the centerpiece that you have to clean, and that little bottle brush always gets in there really, really well. If you don't have one of those, though, if you have a straw brush, like those itty-bitty tiny ones that you clean out your straws with, that works really well. Also, it just may be a little bit more tedious to get it done. And yes, I love putting scent boosters in my water. it makes our whole bedroom smell so fresh and so clean. Probably not recommended by the manufacturer, but I absolutely love doing it. And ever since I got these, I do that. Or I've done essential oils, but I just noticed the scent boosters seem to linger in the air longer. So, I know I said this was like 2-day whole house clean with me. I will be honest with you guys. On day 2, I had everything ready of what I wanted to get done. I did miss one area in my house, and that was the kids' bathroom. I was so exhausted by the end of this day 2 that I was just like, all right, boys, I need you to go in and clean your bathroom because mama's done. I was so done and so tired that it was definitely a good thing to just let the boys go in and clean their bathrooms. That's why I always recommend teach your kids these life skills because 1, it's good for them to know these things. Knowing how to keep their room clean, wash their laundry. I can't tell you growing up how many kids in college still took their laundry to mom and dad's house because they didn't know how to clean their laundry. That always sticks out in my head. So teaching your kids these little skills or how to properly clean a bathroom. Now, do they clean it as good as I do? No, but they definitely clean it good enough. And then on days like today where I was just like I said, I was just done. I was exhausted. I was ready to have it over, to ask them, hey, can you guys go in there, give your bathroom a good clean? The whole house still got cleaned in 2 days, a good reset to start the week strong, but getting that little bit of extra help was definitely needed.
That's just how it goes. I'm still feeling lonely. Can't get back to the old me.
I do want to encourage you, if you are watching this video because you are trying to get motivated to clean your house, here is your encouragement to pick just one area of your house that you think will give you the most bang for your buck. What room can you tackle today that is going to just make you feel so much at peace? I know I mentioned the kitchen is one of those areas for me. The kitchen and my bedroom. Those are the 2 rooms that honestly, if the dining room's a little messy and the family room's a little messy, I can deal with it as long as the kitchen and our bedroom is clean, especially our bedroom. If I'm not feeling good and the rest of the house is a disaster, if I can go in my room and just relax and have a peaceful, tranquil bedroom that's clean, I feel a million times better. So I want you to pick that one area in your house that will make the biggest difference if you are struggling to get the motivation today. Put on a 15-minute timer, just 15 minutes. That way you're not overwhelmed. Go into that space and bust it out. You only have 15 minutes, so see how much you can get done in 15 minutes. And if you're still not motivated to keep on going, you know what? Take that break. But you may be surprised that after 15 minutes of tackling a high impact area, how much energy you have to keep on going.
I can't even fathom how your love is stuck. You're always gonna be there at the top. Nobody can tell me that you're not. I know that you know just who you are. You're what I want. Come online if you're free tonight. Apple eyes,
But also, if after those 15 minutes you're just done, I want to also give you that permission to just be done and listen to your body. And don't feel like you failed, because honestly, I always tell people like 15 minutes today is 15 minutes you don't have to do tomorrow. So you can be like, oh, I could have gotten more done. But it doesn't matter, because you got something done. And something is better than nothing. A little bit today is a little bit that you don't have to worry about tomorrow. So if you get those 15 minutes done and you're just like, I just still don't feel it, I'm just not like in the mood, give yourself that permission to be done, to be okay with it not being perfect. I always tell people, like, life isn't perfect. Most people's houses isn't perfect. You guys are seeing all these after shots, which are great. I love doing, like I said, after shots to see like how much I got done. But that's not real life. Like, all of these rooms, well, except my room. My room's the one room that will stay clean pretty much all day. But the rest of the rooms just get messy pretty quickly. And that's just what happens when you're a mom with kids and we have pets and all of these things. And that is totally normal and totally okay. I've definitely learned you have to be okay with things not being perfect, and things being 80% done. So, yes, all that to be said is give yourself 15 minutes to get as much done as you can. And if you want to be done after that, it's okay to be done, and you do not need to feel like guilty or ashamed like you need to get so much more done.
Through your memories, losing all your beauty sleep. There's lightning in your eyes, obsession and a lie.
Well, I really hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you're new here, I would love if you would subscribe. And like always, if you guys made it all the way to the end, thank you guys so much. You guys mean the world to me. And I always appreciate the people that like watch my videos from start to finish, every single video. Like, I recognize you guys every week, leaving me comments and sharing on your socials, and you guys are amazing. But I will see you next time. Bye.